Imagine you could see the hidden architecture of the entire world. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the very ground beneath our feet is shifting from a world of simple data to a world of pure thought. We're standing at the edge of a total rebuild of how human civilization works. If you've been wondering why things feel different lately, it's because we've moved past the era of the giant post office. In the 1990s, we built the internet to move data from point A to point B. We spent billions of dollars laying down glass pipes called dark fiber under the massive oceans. But back then, the internet's only job was just to move that information around. Today, we're moving away from that communication layer and into what experts call a cognitive layer. Think of the old internet as a library where you had to find and mail books to your friends. The new AI internet is like having a genius friend who's already read every book and just gives you the answer. We aren't just sending information anymore. We're actually generating intelligence. You might be asking yourself, if this genius friend is so smart, why hasn't our world changed overnight? There's a specific reason why progress looks like a dip before it looks like a rocket ship. To build this digital brain, we need two massive things. We need special chips called GPUs and a truly staggering amount of electricity. Think of a GPU as a high-speed engine for thinking. But these engines are incredibly thirsty for power. Every single Google search you do uses about 0.3 watt-hours of power. That's enough to light a small bulb for just a few minutes. But a single chat with an AI uses nearly 10 times that amount. Training just one big AI model can use as much power as 0.1% of New York City uses in an entire year. Standard computers are like bicycles. They get you there, but they're powered by your own legs. AI is a rocket ship that needs a mountain of fuel just to get off the ground. Back in the 90s, gold was defined by how much data you could send. Today, gold is how much electricity you can pull from the power grid. If we can't power the brain simply can't think. This brings us to the weirdest part of this whole transition. Even though AI is everywhere, the economy doesn't look like it's growing faster, yet. Economists call this the productivity paradox. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first, you're actually slower than walking because you keep falling down and have to practice. This is what we call the J-curve. Companies right now are doing what we call invisible homework. They're retraining workers and changing the very way they work. This costs money and time, which makes productivity look like it's dipping. But history shows that after this dip comes a golden age where everything gets much, much faster. But what if the bike we're building is actually a house of cards? Today's AI world is remarkably brittle. It's powerful, but it could break if just one piece fails. Almost 90% of all AI training happens on chips from just one company, Nvidia. Because everyone wants these chips, companies are going into massive debt just to buy them. They're using something called special purpose vehicles or SPVs. Think of an SPV as a secret piggy bank. Companies use them to buy expensive chips without telling their main bank how much debt they're actually in. If AI doesn't make money fast enough, they might stop paying. Since everything is tied to Nvidia, it could cause a systemic failure. That's just a fancy way of saying a giant financial mess. Despite these risks, the cognitive layer is already working in the real world. We're moving from AI helping us to AI doing it for us. In healthcare, AI can now spot breast cancer with 90% sensitivity. In cities like Pittsburgh, AI traffic lights have reduced travel time by 25%. Even in heavy industry, Caterpillar uses AI to predict when machines will break. This has cut their downtime by 50%. AI is moving from being a fun toy on your phone to being the nervous system for our entire world. Hospitals, power grids, and factories are all being rewired. So, is this the end of the road? Or is it the beginning of a brand new way to be human? Governments are finally stepping in to manage the transition. The EU has its AI Act, and the US passed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act to build chips at home. We are moving away from the attention economy where apps just try to steal your time. We're moving toward the economy of cognition. We are no longer just the product being sold to advertisers. We're using AI tokens as a utility, just like we use water or electricity. The success of this revolution doesn't just depend on how smart the AI is. It depends on us and how we manage that invisible homework. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this take, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more stories. We'll see you in the next one.